Hey, what's good? What's good? We back for another one. As you can see, I got my, they call it dashiki, but it's more so tribal wear. You know what I'm saying? Just for the culture, But no, real quick, man. I just want to holler at y'all real quick, man. I had to give my take on the Woody versus Charleston White. I be having a little bit of inside knowledge on some of the stuff that be going on, and I just be like, man, it's just crazy that this is all happening. So, just to give you guys a little backstory. Of course, at RealLyfe Street Stars, we do Charleston White every day, all day. Charleston White, he's our guy. He comes in, he does what he does. Very intellectual man, very funny man, outspoken, rambunctious, whatever the word, adjective you want to use. Y'all know Charleston White. Y'all seen what he does. Y'all know how he rocks. Woody's a new character. He's a new character unlocked. You know what I'm saying? We seen the YSL trial. Woody, I don't recall. I mean, again, I see people use I don't recall way more often now than they ever did. So shout out Woody because he just turned himself up, man. It's just, maybe it's just the way his vernacular, the way he talks, very that southern twang that man, I don't know, I don't recall. I mean, that's great for what we do for this industry. That's kind of, that vernacular is great. So what we wanted to do was said, hey, we want to get Woody. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to speak on prices. I'm going to respect everyone's prices. I'm going to let y'all hit up who y'all need to hit up to verify what prices is what. I'm going to let y'all do all that. But with that being said, we wanted to get Woody on the couch a long time ago. And he hit us with a price that was, I think at the time, and I'm going to say this, it was more than we ever paid for an interview. And I think this was one of his first interviews out. He had yet to be on no interviews, so I guess you could say that makes sense because he was just coming off the trial, the viral moments, I don't recall. So his manager had hit us up, shopped us a price. I mean, it's funny, again, we didn't even hit them up, they hit us up to shop the price and say, hey, if y'all want Woody, this is the price. And again, we've never paid this price before. We're like, I don't know. So we end up not pulling the trigger on it. We're like, nah, we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna do some other stuff. And I'm kind of glad we did because it looks like Woody took his story to like 3 other locations. I thought we were gonna get exclusive for that price. Like, man, we're gonna get him first. But the moment we said no, it was like in a couple days. And again, I don't know when he did it, but maybe he worked quick. But like in 3 to 4 days, you already have Woody interviews coming out on other platforms. So we like, nah, we can't really, that would have messed us up maybe. But with that being said, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? We're like, all right, we'll get him later. No love lost. We understand and we respect the price. We're going to just go ahead there and jump. We're going to jump in there and get him at a later time. Respect, you know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to rock. I believe we, of course, I think we run another Charleston. Maybe. No, I don't think we run Charleston. We think we run Jaguar, right? But with that being said, we see Charleston and Woody do the 20v1. Very funny, very funny. Oh my God, hilarious. It's comedy gold. So of course they do that. Woody's turned up even more, and Woody and Charleston, they didn't, they click tight. They like this, they like that. So we like, bet. That's good. So we got Charleston, so we could always just go through Charleston and get Woody whenever we want him. We didn't want him at any point in time, but whenever we want him, we could just go through Charleston to get Woody. So with that being said, we start looking at it, and when Woody, I believe he just coming to Dallas. We got a phone call saying, hey, Woody's coming to Dallas. I'll be like, all right, bet. Let's just see what we could kind of scrape up and try to get Woody. We scrape the bottom of the plate. We have an amount. We shoot it. Nah, it's too much. We don't want to do that. I'm sorry, not too much. It's too low. We don't want to do that. We're not going that low for no Woody. For Woody, he's gonna do 1 million views on y'all platform. We're like, all right, bet. We good. But with that being said, I still hopped on the phone with Woody. He was like, man, I'm in Dallas. I'm just trying to look for something to do to turn up. So I called one of my club connects. Said, hey man, we got Woody in town. We're trying to set him up with a good time. I told him, man, I'm gonna come out of pocket myself and make sure they're good. I'm gonna get 2 tables, a bottle, maybe 2 bottles. I'm gonna make sure hire security to kind of be with them, be at the table, because of course, in the clubs you can't carry any type of weapons, or only the security guards can kind of hold you down. So I'm like, I'm gonna take care of all that. So that was my goal, to take care, make sure I had a good time in Dallas. I don't think they did. I think they got too busy or got too late. They just ended up not going out so cool. So the next morning, my other connect, who is somebody else that deals with Woody, says, hey man, I'm gonna try to do a little interview with Woody, man. What about y'all? Y'all gonna do one? I'm like, man, we may not do one. We just may not do one because the price high. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna try to get it, and then I'm gonna make sure you guys get it as well. So I'm like, hey, bet you can make it happen. Make it happen. The next morning, he's like, man, y'all hit him up. I'm like, nah, but let me hit him real quick. I hit up Woody and his people. I say, hey man, let's do the interview. Let's just say, again, we're not talking prices, but let's just say we offered 60% of his asking price. So we went up to 75, 80% of his asking price, and even dumbed down the time frame. We said, hey, let us just do anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, man. We could just keep it under an hour. That's all we wanted. Still said no. Still said nah. I'm like, dang, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, don't you want to get some money? But I understand. I figured he was out here with a lot of people, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 people. I don't even know. But I guess he had a lot of mouths to feed to where he like, nah, that ain't enough money. And mind you, I'm not speaking on Woody's pockets, how much money he's getting. I'm sure he's getting to the money. I'm sure people offer him a big bag to do things. Again, we just figured, hey, man, let's just break bread. But anyway, it didn't happen. It's cool. We said we're going to, it's no love lost. Told Woody's people that, hey, we're just going to get an interview later. We're just going to go later and get the interview. Again, we'll keep the communication line open, and we'll just come, we'll circle back. We'll circle back. So go to sleep, wake up. Now I see Charleston and Woody getting into it. I said, okay, dang, what happened with Charleston and Woody? So what I did was I did my due diligence. I watched all of Charleston's rant. I watched all of Woody's rant. Now, if y'all haven't seen those rants, I'm not going to play none here, but you can go to Woody's page, which is Woody versus Woody, where he responds to Charleston. Go to Charleston White's page, which if you're not on Instagram, it's Charleston White, Charleston_White Manager. I believe it's, Charleston_White Manager. And then if you're on his YouTube, which is where I believe he released it, which is, you can see that video on the Game Related Podcast. That's the Game Related Podcast, GAME Related Podcast. So go to the Game Related Podcast on YouTube, go to Woody versus Woody on YouTube, and you can see both their rants. I think Charleston was like 18 minutes at first. Woody was 45, even longer. Let me just kind of break down my thoughts on some of what they were saying. I actually felt what Woody was saying, and I felt what Charleston was saying. Charleston basically was saying, like, hey, man, listen, I tried to get you out here. You brought too many people. I'm trying to get you some money. I was going to get you a Say Cheese TV interview. I was going to get you to these other people that want to do, put some real money in the park and have a meeting with I guess let's just say the white folks. Have a meeting with them to get some real money in our pockets, do some real big things. And Woody felt like, nah, we ain't doing all that. I ain't about to move around and I get paid. Woody's in. He said, man, I don't have to move around no guns. I go out, I'm a free man. I'm gonna move around my people. I got a manager. I got my people. I think Charleston White had some issues with some of his people named Billy or something. I don't know. Whoever that is, I don't know too much about it. But Woody's like, nah, bro. And I feed you information to see what kind of man you are, to see what kind of, see if I play on you. You know what I'm saying? People think I'm dumb. I'm not really dumb. And Charleston White calling him dumb, and it's just all over the place. So with that being said, I actually, when Charleston speaks on wanted to put Woody in business, I'm like, okay, bet. But then I just saw his live today, or at least yesterday, where he's like, he's been playing on Woody the whole time. He done made $75K off of him. He just wakes up on the internet playing around. Woody's a guy who, he is what he is. He gonna just go make his money off of him. I'm like, damn. So I don't know where it's at. But with that being said, Woody's 45-minute video, he said Charleston got to get that hate out his heart. He's talking about old management. He's acting like Woody's dumb. He's like, I ain't dumb. He's saying Charleston ain't getting no real money for no interviews. That he's getting real money, and that he actually gets to choose what kind of money he wants to get. He does what he wants to do. They both have great points. So, again, I don't want to go through all their points, but it's been very interesting. Charleston White, Woody. I wish they all just come together, really. Me personally, I wish they all come together, not trip. I think they got another 20 versus 1 coming out, so that 20 versus 1 going to be lit. I think I seen Woody in a wheelchair. Funny. Go, 20 versus 1 Woody and Charleston White Part 2. But I wish they would just come together, because I think as black people we could all get more money together. I think they're a dynamic duo together. They can run it up together. So I don't know why all this back and forth is gonna extend. But Woody said real important things that Charleston, I don't hate you. As a matter of fact, if we're gonna do business, let's do business again. We could do another 20 versus 1. So I don't hate you. And even Charleston, he's a businessman. He's probably like, hey, Woody, again, if you are a felon or whatever, I can still get money with you. We just got to keep it kosher. So right now they're going back and forth. This thing is live. I'm going to come back in probably and go into detail of what they spoke on. But for right now, I'm just kind of letting you guys know that Woody and Charleston White has fell out. I last spoke to Woody maybe 2 days ago trying to get him to come through. Haven't spoken to Charleston, but shout out Dewberry. I did with him with 50 Cent the other night, so shout out Dewberry. But yeah, right now we're just reporting live as far as what's going on. Charleston White versus Woody. I don't know what's going on. Charleston White, he be saying so much crazy stuff that I'm like, man, come on, you don't want to take none of that back. But I know Charleston White stands on what he says, and if he doesn't, it's not really the real man. Charleston White's the character going against another character. It's the YouTuber going against another YouTuber, and he gonna keep it all online versus his personal life. And Woody, I would tell him, don't fall into the traps of whatever Charleston White throws out there. But if you choose to do it, know that you're doing it to get monetized, to get some paper out of it. Even Woody said, Charleston, I know you're doing this to bait me into, I know you just did a Say Cheese interview. I know you're going to probably run with this narrative and, just to bait me to get more views on the Say Cheese interview. And sure enough, the Say Cheese interview came out the next day, which was Charleston White yelling on the thumbnail, going at Woody. So I'm like, exactly what Woody said it was. And I'm like, man, it's just how this game is a circus, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to kind of, move between the lines and all this. But right now, we're going to just watch and see what happens and see what's going on with the going-ons. And, yeah, I'm going to report back live as we see more, man. But, yeah, tune in. The game-related channel, the game-related podcast channel, Woody versus Woody. Woody's Instagram, I believe, is Woody versus Woody 2. Charleston is on Charleston White Manager, Charleston_White Manager. Just go watch it. And in the meantime, y'all come back here, tune in. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, follow, mention, share, do all that stuff. I'm going to be back. It's late, you know what I'm saying? I just got back from a little event. It's late, so I'm going to go lay down. And tomorrow we're going to get right back to it, man. Appreciate it. Peace out.